G'day viewers and welcome back to another cracking episode of Blokesworld. That's right, it's day 4. We're still at Talladega and today's the pointy end of the comp. Today's the day that the big boys get out and race. We woke up early because we secured some pit passes and we're going to go check out some of the garages, some of the pit crews and see what happens behind the scenes of one of the fastest growing sports in the world, NASCAR.
Two crazy guys. Don't look now, but they're right there. Sold everything and came over here to the States with their camera and a microphone. Outstanding!
Cars off, 100 yards. 24 is clear out the front. Clear on the bottom. 24 is making some pretty crazy moves all the way up front here, bud. All the way up front. Top of 3 again. Top of 3. Blokesworld, yeah! Halfback 95.
Let's just keep life simple.
Once again, we find ourselves in the fantastic track of Talladega, and guess what? Today's race day. We're at the pointy end of the competition. It's NASCAR day. We got some invitational walk around the tracks and check it out. She's filling up, viewers. Have a look at the stalls.
Talladega, and you're watching Blokesworld. Woo! Shake and bake.
Andy, that's it. All right, viewers, I managed to drag Jeff away from his work truck. How you going, champion?
Doing good, doing good.
Awesome. Now, we were just talking off screen. You saw me on the big screen, eh?
I did.
Big shout out to Marcus Ambrose.
Marcos, we miss you, man. Wish you were here.
Awesome. Can you tell us about your team?
Well, I'm a secondary engineer for the Pilot Flying J Chevrolet team. It's owned by Harry Scott, and our driver's Michael Annette. Starting 37th today, so we're coming from the back. So we need all the luck we can get to drive to the front.
Mate, being Australians, we're all about rooting for the underdog. So from now on, as of today, we're number 37 all the way. So what can we expect today?
It's a beautiful day. I mean, skies are clear. It'll be typical pack race in Talladega style. So.
Awesome. And we're here for 2 weeks. This week we drive up and go to Martinsville next week.
Right. Yeah, it's very historic. It's one of the first tracks NASCAR ever had. We go from 2.66 miles to a half mile, so it'll be a big difference.
And how much money is in this pits, hey? There's a lot of cash here.
Yeah, more than people imagine, that's for sure.
Awesome. Well, I know you're really busy, man. Yeah. Thank you so much for being on the show.
All right.
Cheers, bro.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about fashions on the field, and I'm here with the best dressed looking rooster here at Talladega.
How we doing?
Champion, how you
Hi,
going?
how are you?
Yeah, awesome. Did you have a big one last night?
Oh, this is really big.
Yeah, on the boulevard?
Yep.
What time did you get back to the tent?
2 o'clock, probably 3 maybe, I don't know.
How many tents did you kick over on the way back to your tent?
Fell into a couple.
Yeah,
Nothing
awesome.
on purpose, though.
Awesome, boys. And how's the rest of your weekend been going?
Oh man, I'm just getting started. Pepperoni, no sausage.
Yeah?
Yep, race day.
What about yourself?
Yeah, good times.
Awesome. And we dropped in to see you the other night at 10, but you went away. Dennis. All right, maybe we'll come back and meet Dennis next week, eh?
Party too much first night.
Yeah. But anyway, we're going to congratulate you. Best dressed rooster on the field.
Saw you were wearing some overalls yesterday.
Yeah, but I hadn't pimped him up like that.
Oh, you gotta cut them off. It's hot out here, baby.
I'll be on with the scissors later. Have a good one.
I'll bite them off.
All right.
Well, I tell you what, it's been on my bucket list for years to go and watch a NASCAR race, to sit on top of an RV in a deck chair and drink some Budweiser. And that was exactly what we're doing this weekend. You're really going to enjoy this episode, so get on the phone, ring your mates. This is the Talladega 500.
Do what we can do. Kevin, give me lots of info and see what happens.
Guess what, viewers? It started. Welcome to NASCAR. Welcome to the Alabama 500. Woo! This is Talladega, baby.
4 cars total by clear half. Outside, 47's out there. 3 gap behind him. Still clear both ways. They're 2x2, 6 back. 4 of them lined up straight back. Half back, 2 wide, half back, 2 wide. Still 22 homing, 43, 48 with you. Getting ready to be 3 wide around Newman up there.
Blokesworld! Yeah!
2 now, just the 23 inside of you. Top of 3. Now 2 again.
Well, viewers, it was about this time of the race. The yellow flag was out. I'd been filming in the hot sun, so I headed back to the van to get more batteries for the camera, and there's Ado living it up at the neighbour's place. What? Eating burgers and drinking buds. So I joined in. While we have a bite to eat, you're going to head to the North Queensland coast back in Australia to check out the Mackay Horse Beach Races. See you in a minute.
Well, Australia is the biggest island in the world, so it makes sense that we start using all our beaches, and that's what they've done here, horse racing on the beach. Welcome to Mackay.
And welcome back, viewers. Hope you're enjoying tonight's episode. Well, we finally made it. We're down here on the beach. We're here for the Mackay Horse Beach Races, and once again, the Blokesworld Beer Garden, she's open. We've been home for about 20 minutes. Everyone's starting to fill in. We've got more people coming into the car park. And as you can see behind us there, that is the racetrack. That's where the horses will be racing. And this is quite a unique event because we're shutting today earlier because the whole event is based on the tide. And the tide is coming in at about 3 o'clock. We've got 7 races to get through. We've got prettiest girls on the track, best dressed bogan. We've got heaps of more to come yet on Blokesworld. Let's go check out some of the action. We're here at Mackay for the Mackay Horse Beach Races.
Mama said, don't you come back around here, boy. See, Mama, I'm just trying to be a bigger, better, stronger man. She said, boy, look at your friends, look at your father, you wanna see it again. See, Mama, I was born to play the game. I have no choice. Listen to my voice. If you play the game, it's lose or win. Turn the phone and I'll tell you again.
Well, the Blokesworld Bar, she's up and running. And I'll tell you what, there's some well-dressed men here, but no one's as well-dressed as this bloke here. Champ, how you doing?
How are you, buddy?
Awesome. What's your name?
Swindles, mate.
Swindles? Yeah. Mate, spin around. Let the women of Australia look at you. What a Tinder magnet you are. Look at that. All you ladies overseas, this is what it's waiting for you if you come down to Australia. But right now, the girls are going to put on a bit of a fight club for you. They're going to be just down there at the front if you want to go down and have a bit of a cheer. Don't be scared of the camera, because we'll be filming this for our new series of Blokesworld.
I'm a beast. Yeah, I'm an animal. Why the fuck is so unboundable? Yeah, be so special. Take a lifetime, be incredible. I'm an animal. Why do something so unfathomable? Yeah, be so special. Take a lifetime. In the doorway with your new lingerie, slightly pigeon-toed and a little shy, falling in love with your eyes. I'm a beast.
Awesome, boys. Well done.
Well, this year at the Mackay Horse Beach Race, it's a unique event where you can actually have a bit of a punt, but it's done more of a sweepstakes sort of style. I'm here with Shay. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Excellent. Can you explain to our viewers what you're doing up here this year?
We are. So what we're doing is we're selling tickets. They're $5 a ticket. Once you have your ticket, you write your name and your number onto it. You go down to the bins and you actually choose which horse you want to win the race. If you get first, second or third right, you go into a raffle to win up to $10,000.
Wow, and you didn't want to be on television, and that was a gold Logie performance. You did that so well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Excellent. Well, let's keep moving and talk to more people who don't want to be on television. You're watching Blokesworld at the Mackay Horse Beach Races.
Well, let me break it down for the sisters and brothers. Pimping in a job, it's a game. You gotta keep it sharp while you're out on the street, so you'll end up getting shot or thrown away by police. And the player can't afford that. I gotta keep a hold. Stacking up the paper, or else I gotta go. I got no time for some lazy ass snapper-headed trying to beat me in my own game for someone else's.
Here in Mackay, bit of a windy day. It's a sunny day. We're having a fantastic day. A lot of girls having hens parties. Hence, there's a lot of
lollipops
on the table. Hey, I got to ask Shelley, you went in one of our title fights. How'd you handle it?
Unreal.
You like a good blue?
Yeah.
I tell you what, those gloves are pretty heavy, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
And you guys are celebrating a Hens Day here today?
Hens and Bucks Day today.
And welcome to the top deck, viewers. This is kind of like the VIP area. As you can see, we've got a beautiful positioning up here. And just down the beach, you can see all the different stalls from the Blokesworld bar. Absolutely cracking day. Anyway, let's go see how the better half live.
To an institute of correction. Death of an institute of correction.
Sweet home Alabama. That's right, we're at Talladega with the good old boys. And we're having a ripping time, aren't we?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. See you after this.
Hey, I'm Sandra.
I'm Chris.
And we are at Talladega.
Blokesworld.
Woo!
Thank you, baby.
He's there, inside. Over right behind you. So I threw my front, he's there. He's on him now. So one back. 3 wide behind, still outside tight. 10-4 leaders running 49 flaps, Dyson up there, doing fine. The 4 other cars are just coming off a forward now.
Come on, baby, take off that dress. I got you in my sideways plans. You're dressed to kill, and I'm impressed your dress. In your Sunday best.
Welcome to Blokesworld, baby. We're in Talladega! Yeah!
Well, while the pace car's out, let's head back to Central Queensland for the bulls, bikes, buggies and bands. We'll see you in a minute when we're back to race speed.
Take a look at your face. Nothing wrong with you. Take a look at this place. Everything is in your head.
Well, it's halfway through the day. We're having an absolutely fantastic time here at the Central Queensland Bikes, Bulls, Buggies and Bands. Thought right now we'd come and sit in the shade, have a chat to Cambo. You've had a big morning out in the mud run, with the mud trial boys, eh?
Yeah, that was quite unexpected, Ado. Went out in a couple of trucks. First one was Ty's president's truck with the two-wheel drive with the big chains on the back of it.
Yep.
I didn't really know what to expect when we went out, and we headed off. It was like driving a truck. He had gear levers everywhere and gearbox splitters, and we got around the first corner and then flat out through this huge bog hole. Thought, oh, I didn't know what, it was like you'd just been thrown underwater, you know?
Yeah, awesome.
And we come to a sudden halt. Number one broken down, broke her in the big dam, you know. Dam was big enough to have barramundis in it. Well, when we landed in the bog hole, dudes come from everywhere, big John Deere tractor. Someone has to hop in the dirt and hook the chain up, and there was no shortage of helpers there. They all seem to be, chop each other out. Anything breaks, everyone's got a spare part for everything, you know. It's fantastic.
And then came the talk of the curse, the Cambo curse, because then you went out for another ride.
Same thing, except it had a 4-speed automatic in it, big V8. Flat out down the first straight, round the first corner into the mud hole. We hit it that hard, it blew the bonnet off it. We were covered in water, nearly drowning, and same thing again, she was broken down. Back to John Deere to come and tow us out, so all of a sudden I was bad luck charmed to hop in those mud buggies, eh?
And then you did the straight-up drags in the Falcon Hell, eh?
The Falcon Hell, yeah. The Falcon Hell against the Great Northern Ute. Yeah, and we won 2 races out of 2 in that. That was pretty good. That was quite enjoyable going in that. After the drags, they've got like a couple of minute course, you know, with mud holes here and there everywhere, and they all line up and do a 10-minute bash. The people who have the least help, you get penalised if you get towed or if you get bogged, and it's whoever does the most laps wins that in 10 minutes.
So the bog hole in your race, it seemed to be a real meeting point of all the cars, eh?
The first lap we went around there's one car stuck in front of us and we're stuck in there, then another car's stuck in behind us. %50 of the field was out in the first big bog hole, but once again, first in, best dressed. The tractor comes, tows him out. Being the passenger, the nav man, I had to jump out in the mud, hook up the chain to the tractor, get towed out. Meanwhile, the racing's still going on. It was just this bog hole was being avoided. So every lap after that, we avoided the bog hole and completed some really good, enjoyable laps.
Awesome, man. It was a pretty furious race, wasn't it? Because you guys were pinging it through that loose green stuff, eh?
Mate, they don't mind rubbing panels in that. That's why you can see all the cars have got dents over them. But once again, they're all mates just having a ball together, you know. Yeah, once everyone had been stuck in that bog hole, they were pretty well quickly smart onto it. Just a gentleman's agreement. Everyone goes around the outside of the bog hole and straight back onto the track. So there's no chopping and cheating anywhere. It's all,
So they're pretty raw inside. There's no fancy bits. Things are covered up so nothing leaks.
No, we definitely don't have an air conditioner, no windows. There's huge holes drilled in the floor. But what I did notice was all the electrics in them, everything is either in a plastic box sealed, or there's heaps of plastic bags covering every bit of electrical equipment in the car, you know. It's pretty strange to see, you know.
So that's enough of the mud. How about we head up in the back paddock, eh, and go check out the buggies?
Back with more Blokesworld after the break.
Oh,
go Logie!
All right, viewers, that's all we can fit in tonight's episode. We've had an absolute cracking time here at the Alabama 500 at Talladega Speedway. The winner was Joey Logano, and we've been talking about Southern hospitality. We've just made our way back to the van. Come and check this out. Everyone in the South knows that we're not going to drive home. We're staying here tonight. So they're dropping over beer. We've got half a case of Bush. And check this out, I just found a bag of jelly shots, dumped it out of camper van. And the race just finished, so I don't know what else they're bringing. And it's like the gift that keeps giving.
I'm the donut, What's
coming up next?
Donuts, the glazed donuts, and chocolate iced donuts.
Southern hospitality. It's absolutely fantastic. Anyway, that's all we can fit in tonight's episode. Make sure you're watching next week. I'm getting my voice back. We're leaving these campgrounds and we're making our way to Memphis and Nashville. Till then, be nice to one another and see you next week for more Blokesworld.